The cold will bring the bitch out of you. I promise you. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Jay Dolius. I'm a retired Green Beret out of 3rd Special Forces Group. The intent behind this channel, guys, is to share my knowledge and wisdom with the next generation. So if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe to help me reach that goal. I appreciate it. Guys, over the weekend, I got a question from a potential candidate wanting to know exactly when he should go to selection. Should he go during the summertime or should he go during the wintertime? I'm not even gonna talk about spring and autumn and all that stuff because in North Carolina, it's either hot or it's cold. Those are the two separate temperatures. To answer his question, guys, I did a tad bit of research, right? I'm a big sports fan, football to be exact. So if you look at football teams, they typically do a lot worse as far as scoring points when they play in cold weather. As opposed to a team that's playing in warm weather or they're playing in a dome, they normally perform a lot better and score higher points. Let's look at it a tad bit deeper as it relates to selection. I reached out to a few of my buddies that worked out there and got some numbers for you guys. Guys, the selection rates for the winter class are a lot lower than it is for the summer class. Now, with that in mind, there's also certain perks that comes with attending selection in the winter time versus the summertime. Let's talk about those perks, then I'll let you know my personal preference and when I actually went to selection. Guys, in North Carolina, if you go to selection during the winter time, more than likely you won't have as much foliage. When you're out there conducting land nav, one of the most important determining factors to you getting selected, you'll be able to maneuver a lot easier because you won't have all that green out there in the area where you'll be performing land nav. So that's one major advantage to going in the winter time. As opposed to in the summer, that shit's gonna be fucking everywhere. You hear horror stories about guys getting trapped in drawers and never making it out and cadre having to come rescue them. It's because that greenery out here in the selection area is thick. So if you go during the summertime, that's something that you have to deal with, as opposed to if you go during the wintertime, you don't have to worry about that as much. With that said, I went to selection in April of 2008. It was considered, you know, spring-ish, summer-ish time frame, but it was weird because it was fucking warm during the day, but at night it was cold as balls. So for my land nav portion, the greenery was just starting to bloom. So it wasn't as bad as it would be in May. But at night, when we would bed down after conducting land nav all day and sweating, we would freeze our asses off. Now, I know a lot of guys that's gone to selection in the wintertime and they weren't fans of that either. They rather the warm weather than the cold. But again, if you're from Alaska or Colorado, you might prefer the cold weather. So that's entirely up to you guys. Now, if you choose to go in the summertime, another thing you have to keep in mind is, especially around July, August time frame, the guys out there at selection, they normally do what's called reverse cycle. Because it gets too hot during the day, they'll actually start all their events in the evening and they'll work into the night. And during the hottest period of the day, they actually just hang out and do a bunch of admin tasks. So if you're considering going to selection around that time frame, that's something that you need to keep in mind. But yes, to answer your question, it's up to you, man. It all depends. I perform a lot better in the heat. I just have to remind myself to drink a lot of water, right? So personal preference, guys, I can't really tell you when you should go, if you should go during the summertime or if you should go during the wintertime. That is for you as an individual to decide. You know your body and you know how it performs in the winter and how it performs in the summertime. You know the amount of water you need to take. You know if your body's gonna shut down and you know if it's not. So in making this decision, guys, just do some research on your body type and how it reacts to certain weather. You're the only one that's able to make that decision, guys. I can sit here and share my experience with you all day, but at the end of the day, we have different body types. We have different reactions to different things. I hope this was helpful and I hope that I answered your question to the best of my ability. If you guys have any recommendations or if you guys want to chime in, leave it in the comment section below, guys. I appreciate it and I'll see you guys in the next one.